So with the release of Gen 9 and Scarlet and Violet coming out, I've been thinking it's the first time that a new generation has come out since I've been a Pokemon fan. And well, I have a lot of Pokemon I like, and this so says new gen opened the door to a lot more new Pokemon. So here I am, I'm gonna list every single one of my favorite Pokemon from every single one of my favorite types. Now the thing is, I'm gonna do it in a two-part video way because I have like honorable mentions stuff. I have the favorite and then other Pokemon I like. So it would be way too long to just put it every single type in this video. So I'm gonna be doing about eight. Uh, so without further ado, let's begin in order from whatever I want. So let's start with the normal type. The normal type, favorite Pokemon, Snorlax. Who doesn't love this chunky boy, bro? Like, he's perfect. I love everything about him. His design, how strong he is. Jesus Christ, I used him on my first playthrough of Fire Red. He was busted, bro. I love that guy, and I like how he's commonly used to block waves. He's um, uh, like can't Sudowoodo in the Gen 2 games because he's used to block paths, but Snorlax does it better. Now for some honorable mentions, I have Ditto because I love him. Eevee, I really like its design and its Gigantamax form looks very cuddly. I would love to cuddle it, except to smash me, but like whatever. Slaking, I love how strong it is and the fact that it has a cool ability that makes sense with its name. Uh, Next up we have Arceus, God, who wouldn't love God? Lechonk, of course, and Hisuian Zoroark, because that thing is awesome. Right now I'm gonna move on. Next type, Fire. Oh, for the Fire type, favorite Blaziken. It's the first starter I used ever. Playing in the Emerald games, I love Blaziken. Its Mega is so good. And I look at it thing. I know it's doing some kung fu karate stuff. I don't know what that's all about. Probably lore based little whatever. I don't. He's cool. It's a fighting KFC. Who who don't want this? And plus, have to give credit. The Torchic line, best one. No one can tell me the Metal Evolution is not the best in every starter. Tell me what other starter looks like KFC? Huh? Huh? Exactly. Alright, for some honorable mentions, obviously I have Charizard. People hate Charizard because he gets, some people, of course, because he gets way too much treatment. I love him for that. It's those things that give me some cool stuff, bro. Like the Gigantamax form, the Megas. Like Mega Charizard X is one of the coolest Pokemon. Like, it's like, bro, they took the shiny and turned it way better. Who wouldn't want that? Uh, Talonflame, Arcanine, Torkoal. Why? It's a really weird pick. It was my first ever shiny. I love Torkoal just for that. Reshiram, because honestly, I think Reshiram might be one of my favorite legendaries. Pyroar, because simply I'm a Leo in the zodiac signs. I like the lion. He looks cool, specifically the male form. The female form is kind of stupid. I have Armor Rouge because it's cool, not as cool as Ceruledge. And the thing is, with Scarlet and Violet, I feel very bad for Violet people. I was always gonna pick Scarlet because Scarlet is so much cooler. Like Koraidon for me was better than Miraidon. I like Miraidon, but outside of Miraidon, Scarlet only has one other cool Pokemon, and it's Ceruledge. Nothing else. If Ceruledge was in Scarlet, no one would ever need to play Violet, bro. And the legendary of those games, Chiyu. Chiyu, I don't know how to pronounce it. Who does? Look at it. It's a goldfish made of fire. That don't make no sense. Alright, that aside, next type, water. Well, favorite water type, this is gonna confuse y'all. Wishy-washy. Probably don't give any care for this Pokemon. I love it. It's cute and adorable when it's all tiny, but then it comes together with a bunch of them. and it gets into the school form, and it looks sick. Look at that. That's awesome. Who wouldn't want that? And plus, I love gimmicky stuff like that because I only play playthroughs. I don't do competitive, and I'm pretty sure this Pokemon wouldn't do good in competitive, but I don't care. It's awesome, and I love it. Other honorable mentions, I have Gyarados because who doesn't want him? His Mega is very cool, but it's I don't little neck back thing. It's a little off, but I don't care. Lantern, I love it. Water Electric is such a cool type. That's not a washing machine, of course. Ludicolo, who doesn't love Mexicans, bro? Freaking Latino. Sharpedo, because that thing is awesome. It's a shark. It's a torpedo. And when it Mega Evolves, it gets spiky. What is there more to say? Wiglet. This is the greatest thing that has ever happened to Pokemon. Do I need to say anymore? I'm gonna get that out of here. Because Palafin. People, I've heard it's pretty good in competitive. I don't play competitive. But this thing stands up and turns into a hero. I love My Hero Academia. This thing looks like it's straight out of that shit. Who wouldn't like this? Of course, another one. Volton Veluza. Bro, it gets spiky. Didn't Mega Sharpedo teach you something? Everything that's spiky is cool. But now, this is one of the very newest ones. This was released only a few days ago. Walking Wake, bro. Another reason why Scarlet is better. This thing is sick. I love this thing. It's better than the original. It's a dinosaur. It's an alternate form of a legendary that's not that game's primary legendary. Wild! I don't think we've seen that in ever. Actually, have we? Oh yeah, we did. I forgot about Mega Mewtwo. Yeah, Mega Mewtwo. Yeah. What the? I'm getting confused. Alright, doesn't matter. Next type, grass. Favorite grass type. It's a starter. Sceptile. I love Gen 3. Sceptile is pretty cool. Who wouldn't want to Mega Evolve this thing and just lay ornaments on it? This thing is a full blown Christmas tree. It has little balls on its back, so just put those as ornaments on there. Perfect. Now, for my honorable mentions, Hisui and Voltorb. I love how they took the ball, made it wood. Makes sense because it also looks like the balls from Hisui. I love that. Such great attention to details. Breloom. I haven't gotten a chance to use this in my playthroughs yet, but I love its design, and when I do get a chance, I will use it. Roserade. I used this in my Gen 4 playthrough. I love Roserade. It's genuinely it's a rose waifu. I literally named it Plant Waifu in my playthrough. I'm that down bad, and I love it for that reason. Shaman. It's very cool. I love how mysterious it is to get in the Gen 3 games. And I love that it has two forms. The Sky form is very whack. I don't like it that much, but regular Shaman is good. I like regular Shaman. Now, we have Hisuian Lilligant. I don't like regular Lilligant, but this one looks better. It's another plant waifu. Nothing more for me to say. Decidueye, it's probably one of the coolest starters ever. This thing, I like it better than the Hisuian form. Hisuian form kind of ruins it for me. I know I like the autumn colors or whatever, but it's not for me. Overall, though, very sick Pokemon. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Flapple. This little apple dragon guy is sick. He literally, the whole Pokedex is him apple thingy. I don't remember, but I like the story, alright? And of course, Smoliv. Bro, first of all, it evolves into a plant life or whatever, but I like Smoliv better than Dolliv or Arbalia or whatever her name is. Arbolivia or Arbolivia, whatever. I don't care. It's so cute. I want to squeeze this thing to death because it would give me olive oil, and I love food. Next type, Steel. Steel is my favorite type. Fun fact. And my favorite Pokemon of all time is in here as well. Aggron. Aggron is a giant steel dinosaur. This thing is sick and it's mega. It just looks like a tank. You see this thing running towards you? Like any time of day. You just see this like 100 miles away running towards you? You're dead. Just dig a hole. It's not gonna save you. It's a rock type. I don't know, it makes more sense if it's a ground type. It doesn't matter. The thing is gonna. It's gonna. Look. I have a stroke, alright? I had a stroke because of how sick this Pokemon is. Anyone who says Aggron is bad is clearly never witnessed the beauty of a dinosaur. And this is a cool metal dinosaur. Alright, next up. These are pretty regular, how should I say, expected honorable mentions. Aegislash. I love Aegislash. Steelix. This was a well-deserved Onix evolution, and its Mega is sick. It gets rocks that make it spiky-ish. And as I said, everything that gets spikier is awesome. Metagross. This thing is sick. I genuinely love this thing. If I had gotten it any earlier in my Emerald playthrough, then at the end of the game, I would have used this thing. This thing is awesome and I love it. Even though its Mega just goes, it's still cool. Excavalier. I don't like its pre-evolution, but I like this because it's a knight and I like knights and yeah, whatever. The thing about liking knights makes sense because next up, Corviknight. Awesome. I love this. By the way, you little cheeky bastards. You think that's the only thing? I love this Pokemon so much. He gets 2 entries. In this, he gets 2 entries. 2. It's gonna be in part 2, but he gets 2 entries. And Kingambit, new Pokemon. People say he doesn't look that good. I love him. Look at him. I love the whole Pawniard line, bro. Based off a pawn, a bishop, and a king, and its name is Kingambit. Like one of my favorite openings in chess. Bro, I was meant to love this thing. Next type, Electric. Electric, favorite, Vikavolt. Bro, Vikavolt is sick. Alright? I'm losing my breath because look, it's a bug that's fast. It's not fast, but it's electric. It should be fast. Nonetheless, I love this thing. I love its all pre-evolutions. It is amazing. Beautiful. Truly beautiful. It kind of sucks that you get it so late in the game, but whatever. Nonetheless, next up, honorable mentions, Alolan Raichu. It's Raichu, but it looks smooth. Look at those curves. It's so smooth. And the way it's riding its tail, bro, make me want to ride it. Ampharos. Again, look at how smooth it is. I feel like I could wipe my car with this. I don't own a car. I'm a child. Mega Manectric. Specifically Mega Manectric. Manectric regular, whatever. Mega Manectric. It's a giant dog in the shape of a lightning ball. It's spiky. Next one. Loki Toxtricity. The Loki from Toxtricity, whatever. Cool heavy metal guy. Spiky hair. Spike. And Miraidon. The only other... Do you see? The only 2 things I like for Violet are in this list. Of course. There's nothing else to like from Violet. I don't care. I hate Violet. I don't hate it, but I feel bad for the people who have it. Now my hot topics outside. Let's go to Poison. Now, favorite one, Crobat. Who doesn't love this thing? It was so good to see this thing evolve. It made running into all those stupid Zubat actually have a meaning. Because every time I ran into it, I was like, should I catch this thing and use it? It could be very cool in this playthrough. I ended up not doing it because I hate using Pokemon that I've already used in previous playthroughs. Nonetheless, honorable mentions the Paldean Wooper and Clodsire because I'm gonna call it. It's Pooper. Look at him. He's so cute. He's so cute. He looks like he rolls around in shit, but he's so cute. Now, again, another Hisuian form. I love the Hisuian forms. It's the only thing they added, but it's cool. Uh, it's Hisuian Sneasel. Yeah, and Vivell. They both look very sick. I love the color scheme. I love the purple and white. Uh, another one. Well, one of the coolest things about the poison type is Gulpin. I'm joking, of course. Uh, uh, only have two more entries for this honorable mention: Magneto, and what actually was supposed to be the coolest thing about the poison type. They have the single most strongest Pokemon in the game, Eternamax Eternatus. This thing has a what was a base stat total of 2,000. That's sick. Just the idea of using this in a playthrough, you can. But just the idea of having this Pokemon is wild and out of this world. Alright, two more types to go, guys. Next one, Ghost. I really like this type. Alright, Hisuian Typhlosion. I don't know. I'm not really a big fan of regular Typhlosion, but Hisuian Typhlosion is sick. I love the story of it being a ghost type, helping people with its things and releasing the spirits, helping them guide their way or whatever. Very cool. Uh, wait, did I? Oh, I skipped the favorite. sorry. My favorite is Sableye. Why do I love Sableye? I used it in my first ever playthrough of Emerald until I learned it didn't have an evolution, which I swapped it. But it does have a Mega Evolution in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire in the Mega Evolution form, being Mega Sableye, which I've read the Dex entry. It's very gruesome, but nonetheless, it's cool. And yeah, that's about it. Gengar. This is the original Ghost, the best Ghost. And then we have Chandler. This guy, I swear to God, I play Unova and I'm so sad that they put him so late. I want to use him in a playthrough, and I can't because they put him so late. Whatever. Trevenant. I don't know. Trevenant. Who doesn't love dead children? That's a joke. Bug type. Alright, well, about the bugs. Favorite one, Volcarona. This thing is sick. It's like, it's bringing sundown and shit, burning forests sometimes, or saving bugs, or I don't know what it does, but it's 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 a sun bug. It's a bug of sunlight things. Also, I don't like Slitherwing. It's not that cool. I like it flying better. Alright, Vespiquen. I like it. It's cool. I like the design. I like the whole little holes at the bottom. Uh, Frostmoth. This is a weird one. You're only gonna judge me for this, but this thing is elegant, and that's all I have to say for it. Kleavor. Why does this thing have access? Why does this thing have access? Why does the Pokemon have access? What is it doing with them? This thing is terrifying, and it is a living nightmare in the Hisuian games. It is perfect for the Hisuian games because alongside it and everything else that wants to kill you, everything you fight in that game that's like was a boss fight. I don't know what they're called anymore, but they're all out to get you, bro. And I got axes, so he's trying to kind of do a little executioner thing. Yeah. Alright, Leavanny, another weird one, but I really like his design. I like the whole bug and leaves and then growing up to pretty leaf bug lady. And the last Pokemon in this video, Shedinja. I like the gimmick again, 1 HP, but Wonder Guard. Genuinely an awesome Pokemon. And also, why does it always kill you? If you don't know what I mean, it's Pokédex entries say how it steals your soul if you look at the hole in its back. You know what you're always looking at when you send this thing into battle? Its back sprite. And what's in its back sprite? The hole in its back. And what do you do if you see that thing? You die? What the hell? Alright, stay along for part 2.